Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to my channel on a Saturday night, where we're going to be doing some stuff. And I have just noticed we've got somebody new in the chat tonight. Andreas, the Hochberg Woodturner, who has basically said, "Good evening, everybody," and good evening to you, Andreas, and welcome. Right. Let's bring Andrew in. So at the moment we've got Andrew. Jamie won't be in. Jamie is at a family wedding today. I have sent Shug the link. He's seen the message, but he is probably running late. He usually does on a Saturday because he works on a Saturday. Just stick Andrew back in the background again. Bring the YouTube chat back up. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil.
Hey!
Good evening, Shug. Good evening. How the devil are you?
It didn't work.
There we go.
Hey,
There
good
we
evening,
go.
everybody.
Right. Pop them back in the background again. Bring me YouTube chat back up again because it's better than the StreamYard one. Right, and I'll change camera. All right. For those of you who watch my premiere on a Sunday night, I'll apologise now. I did the video today and I pressed the button for the wrong camera. And I actually had it on the side camera, but the tailstock was up, so you can't actually see me doing any cutting of the outside of the bull. But you can see me cutting the inside of the bull. So I've got a piece of what I believe is sycamore on the lathe tonight, around about 9.5 inches by 3 inches. So we're just going to do a nice, fairly plain bowl. It might get some colour, it might not. Who can tell? So I'll get on and do some turning, and the guys can let me know what's happening out there in Chatland.
Yeah, let's have a look, shall we, and see
good.
who's out in Chatland.
Who's out there?
Right, I'm going to go on the participants list first. So, if you haven't made a comment in the last few minutes, make a comment, and it'll pop you into the participants list. So, top of the shop, we do have the little heckler himself, Andrew AGK. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We've got Andreas de Hochberg, Holtz, Drexler. I have probably absolutely murdered that.
Welcome,
No,
Andreas.
I've already mentioned that.
Ah, that's all right. Did you?
Holtz just to let you know, Shug, Holtz Drexler means woodturner.
Ah, right.
See,
Okay.
I knew that, Shug. So I was on time.
Oh. Yes, Andrew, but you weren't at work today, were you?
Well, no.
No.
Carry on,
so
sir.
That'll be fine, won't it? Right. We've got Barry Chitty and Billy Brown. We've got Karsten Peterson, Clint at Wood Dancers. So good they named her twice. It's Connie.
Connie.
That's the one. We've got Mike from Dances with Aardvark, Door 60, Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Fred Gilliver, James Crawford, the original bona fide, the one and only, because I know there have been some cheap imitations, but it's the real Jennifer's Craft and Creations. We've got Kelsey's Crafts. We've got Robert Klingspor Abrasives. Rob, my hat is here. I haven't had time to put it on yet, but yeah, I've got it.
Evening, Rob.
Sorry, Shug.
What?
Can I just stop you 1 second?
Only if it's important.
It is. Wayne, Andreas.
Yeah.
Andreas isn't somebody new in the chat.
No.
No, it's Andy Bundy Rowe. He's changed his name again.
Jesus Christ.
Got him.
And he's just let us know because he said Stumpus Maximus will be in shortly as she's in Aldi.
Well, funnily enough, when the name came up, I went and checked the channel out, and there's no videos and 3 subscribers. But in the sort of plaque thing at the top that shows the work, it's all in pounds. And I thought, well, that's a bit off.
Yeah,
no. Should be in euros.
Okay.
Well done, Andy.
So back to the participants. We have Kelsey's Crafting, Robert Klingspor Abrasives UK. We've got Laurie Sabiroi, Michael Azzopardi, Shane Hurst. Obviously, we've got the man himself, Win, the woodturner. Right. So that's everyone I've got in my participants list at the minute. So go back to chat and see if it's
Don't
missed
forget
anybody.
Laurie.
I got Laurie.
I'm just making sure because
Yes,
I don't want you to forget Laurie.
No. She popped up in there, so I read her name out. No problem at all.
Good.
Right. Let me have a look. Shane Hurst is in the chat. Hello, Shane.
Hey, up Shane.
Can I thank all my American friends for coming in? It's a holiday weekend over there. I thought you might have been doing something else.
Well, we got to hang on and see, but we may have to thank the Canadians as well, because don't forget it is Canada Day.
It
Of
is.
course it is.
Just in case you didn't know, I'll just putting it out there. Colin Izzard is out there as well. Hello, Colin. And Malcolm Douglas. And that's as far back as my chat will let me go. So if I have missed anybody, I do apologise
Stephen the Wood
unreservedly.
Duve's in.
Hello, Stephen.
Did you get Rob from Klingsbo?
I did.
You can tell how
Can't
much
forget
I listen
Rob.
to you.
No. Can't forget Rob, because you have to taunt him about the fact that I have the hat here, but you can't see it. I'm not on screen.
We don't want you on screen. You're all right.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Especially not as I'm still suffering from the after effects from last night.
Oh dear. Kez Andor Phil is in as well.
Phil. Yeah, that's the one.
Evening, Kez. Phil.
So the after effects from last night.
Yes.
So go on, pray tell.
Oh, well, obviously me and Wayne were obviously in the quiz last night.
I remember that, yes.
Yes, and
then we had a bit of a chat afterwards.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And a large quantity of rum was consumed over the course of the evening. So much so I've had to go out and buy a new bottle tonight because I didn't have any left.
So you celebrated your little win.
It was, yeah. We celebrated our little win. We did okay. Rob from Copperall Woodturning's in. Hello, mate.
Hello, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Oh, that rum's going down nicely, though. Mike's asking if I pulled a brain muscle.
Well, that's not possible.
I'm not sure I pulled a brain muscle, but I was suffering today. I was suffering this morning while I was at work. I was rather subdued, shall we say.
Feeling sorry for yourself, was you?
No, not feeling sorry for myself, just feeling a little bit fragile. Old Man River Woodturner's in. Snap.
Gotcha.
Remember that question last night, Chug, about who was the leader of the Northside gang in Chicago?
Yes.
I was right.
Oh.
It was Johnny Torrio. I looked it up today.
I don't want to go too much into that because I meant to say Al Capone, and for some reason Al Pacino just fell out.
Well, I was going to say Al Capone because he was commonly known as Scarface.
Yeah. Oh, Al Pacino, no.
Yeah, but he was mentored by the other person, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it weren't Al Pacino.
No, it weren't Al Pacino.
That was almost as bad as the David Jason one.
No, it was Robert De Niro. He played him in The Untouchables.
Spider Spid's in, and so is Donna Love Angel. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. And Martin Ford.
Rob says, Shug, was it a never again? Well, that's tonight anyway.
Well, it was a never again. Oh, go on then. You twisted my arm. It don't take much. Dewey Shed's in as well. Hello, Dewey.
Hey, Dewey.
Evening,
Martin
guys.
Ford. And Mick Jews. Thick and fast, they're coming in now. So there's 47 lovely people watching. I'm only seeing 17 thumbs up. Come on, you lovely people. 30 of you have a marvellous opportunity. to make me shut the hell up by doing that, basically.
I had to go and check then, but yeah, I did it on the way in, so I'm good. Doug Miller's in as well. Hello.
Hey, Doug.
Peter Kelly's in. Hello,
Hey,
Peter.
Well, guess what? I thought I might have a go at using my beading tool to decorate that mortise.
Very
No
good. Go
way.
on then. You can do it.
Wayne, just before you do that,
Uh-huh.
how deep is that going to go?
Not very deep. This is the really small.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the I think this one's an 8th. Yeah,
That's
this is an
cool.
8th
Yeah.
beading tool.
What speed are you going to be running that, Wayne? Don't forget,
I'm at the moment. I'm on. Well, let's see if I can get this up a bit.
if you can get it up as fast as you can, that'd be good.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned you, Doug. Don't make me go back and check, but I think I did.
I've
Yeah, that's
just said
about
hello.
1300.
Out of the woods to the mill has joined us as well.
Hello.
He says, "Good day, Wayne. 1 week out before I get my new lathe. Building the shop." Oh, that just jumped. Building the shop benches and getting ready for all the new toys. Nice.
Anita
Excellent.
Orange has just joined us as well.
Anita. Raymond Wise has joined us as well. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, smack that thumbs for Wayne. You know you want to. Then it saves you wondering whether you didn't do it. Andrew had to check. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. And then don't forget, after the live, go in, leave a comment, and say how nice these beading tools are. Beading cutters.
That's a good call.
Because they are awesome. Just look at that.
A day to bomb.
Right, now that's the 1/8 beading tool done on side grain. It works.
The good thing about that as well, Wayne, is you don't need to sand the bottom of it now, do you?
No. Let's clean some dust out. Turn that speed back down just a little.
Peter was saying that the concrete slab is done. Nice.
Very good.
I just want to take just a little cut just on this foot.
Rob said, "No sanding." Not sure how I feel about that.
Oh, just on that bit, Rob.
It's just
Just
a
on
little
that
piece,
bit.
Rob.
Dewey Shed asking, "Can we get a close up of the beads?" Is that possible, Wayne?
Can you get a close up of the beads? Hang on a wee second, Dewey.
Dun, dun, dun,
Right.
dun, dun, dun.
Right. Let's move that.
Bead inspection at the ready, sir.
Standby beds, lads. The lathe beds, that is. See what I did there?
Ooh, yeah, you did.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Right. I think that's about as much as I can get, to tell you the truth.
That's good. That's good.
How's that, Dewey?
I don't know about Dewey, but I think they are stunning.
For real clarity, Dewey, Wayne will probably put some pictures up on his Facebook tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, right. Change camera back.
And Fred Gilliver's just ordered a number 1 hollower, which is the Pro size from Axminster.
Oh, the Pro size. Oh, that's a beast.
Yeah, but hold on. He said
he got a bargain with it.
He said for the great sum of 120 quid.
Well, that's
that
not
is
bad.
a bargain.
That's a bargain. That is a bargain, Fred. And Shug cut me off. He didn't let me finish my sentence, but there you go.
Oh,
I'm sorry, mate.
Tonight's abrasives are brought to you by Klingspor.
That's the one.
There you go. Anita's at it already, look. Rob, how would one get one of those awesome Klingsport abrasive hats? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, JP can handle the shipping on that one, I bet.
Send it to me, Rob. I'll sort it out for her.
Got a
I don't know
question
if-
for you, Wayne, from
Yep.
Martin Ford. He says, Wayne, I think it's your part of the world. Do you have anything to do with the, I believe it's Kirkcudbright Artists Trail in early August?
Right, I am. Now, I am a member of an artists and makers cooperative. Hang on, I'll come back on camera. Yeah, I'm a member of a artists and makers cooperative, and we have 3 shops. One in the Gatehouse of Fleet, one in Kirkcudbright, which is a PA pop-up shop, and one in Castle Douglas as well. Why I personally am not part of the art trail thing at the Kirkcudbright art trail thing. The shop is. So as a cooperative, we are part of the art trail in Kirkcudbright. Yes, in answer to your question.
Oh,
Acrylic
what you
sand
got
to the
there,
ceiling.
Wayne?
Conversation starter, Shug.
Oh, that's a different coloured one.
Yeah, this is the acrylic one.
Hey.
If you can hear any barking in the background, that's the mental boy.
What, JP?
Right, is he here?
I don't know. He said something about barking in the background and a mental boy. Well, it's got to be JP. Fits the description, and he's barking mad. Absolutely barking mad, he is.
Right, so I'll just give that a quick wipe over. I was just
Out of the
wiping
woods,
the
back to
excess
the
off
mill.
there.
Says, back to work for him, and check back later to see how everything went. Okie
Okay.
dokie.
And
Hope you're not
Anita
going to
just
be.
said,
Hope you're not going to be at work a long time.
Anita's just said, you might not want to send it to me after you get your package, Andrew. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
I'll still send it to you, Anita. Don't you worry.
Just might have an extra topping. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying.
Right, now I am going to use Yorkshire grit in the bottom as well. And you might think that Yorkshire grit is going to get stuck in all the grooves. But I have got a way of clearing that out. So don't worry about it too much.
Clive's in. Hello,
Hey,
Clive.
Snakes! That was a great show earlier on, Clive, when you were on Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Good one there, buddy.
I missed the first part of it. I only caught the last 25 minutes. Oh, speed down.
Cheese and bread.
Yeah, could have licked it. Cheese and
You
bread.
could have licked it. Yeah, even Anita saying Sneaks did great on Patreon.
Snakes does great. It doesn't matter what he does.
He's just so humble.
Flex arms.
Yep, put some flex arms in the chat for Sneaks. Rob, you haven't even sent me any stickers.
Yeah, well, there you go then. He's doing it to get the weight up, and guess what? You'll go, oh, I need one of these stickers. Thank you very much.
You obviously don't advertise enough, Andrew.
Well,
Unlike me.
that's it. Unlike
Unlike
you.
me.
Yeah.
And then when it gets there, and Anita goes, I thought he said he was sticking some pencils and some stickers and stuff in it.
No.
There's nothing in here. There's just Andrew's old hat. I didn't say I was sending you the Klingspor hat, Anita.
And that's the Yorkshire
It's okay,
Victor's job.
Anita. I'll
Yes.
ransack him at Harrogate.
Yeah.
I wonder if Klingspor give out prizes for #1 advertiser of the year. Hint.
Anita says, sorry, Andrew, but that looks like a sorry, not sorry to me. Yeah.
Oh, it is. But it's okay. Like I said,
Good girl. I like it.
Harrogate's around the corner.
Chris at Bailey's in.
Hey,
Rob
Chris.
says, so Robert Klingspor's just said, Wayne is our #1 social media guy. Oh, apparently, Wayne, you're getting a polo shirt, so don't push it.
Yeah, don't push it, Wayne. Wear it instead.
That's for Harrogate, though.
Yeah, so don't push it, he said.
Clive said, that's a nice overall you've got there, Wayne.
Sorry, Clive, mister.
Clive said it's a nice overall you've got there, Wayne.
Oh, yes, yeah. Easy wood tools.
Yeah.
Right, clean out the groove. So what I've got is a stiff bristle brush. Just place that on, and that'll clean out everything in the grooves, and then just give that a wipe over. I won't have to get a new kitchen roll up here. It keeps on moving the camera every time I try and take some off.
Dewey's Shed, does anyone know how much Harrogate will cost?
Harrogate, the prices for Harrogate was certain last year around about £9 a day, and it's free car park, and the car park is absolutely huge.
Mick Dews said he's just ordered a #1 Pro Hollower for the bargain price of 120. Thanks for the shout. Hurry up, folks. Stocks are low, even lower now.
Boom, boom.
Dr. Bob said Wayne is globally known master woodturner. That's what I'm
cheers,
talking
Bob.
about.
And
there we are. That's the outside. I'm not going to do any colouring or texturing on this at all. I'm just going to leave this as a fairly plain bowl.
So Robert Klingspor. So Robert Klingspor says, I need to commission someone to make a good, solid baseball bat for Harrogate. Don't know why. Don't know why that is.
Rob, if Record Power pull the finger out and help me to sort my tailstock out, I could be your man for that. I would pass you on to Andrew ordinarily, but it'll be that small, it'll be like a toothpick.
Yeah, but I've got a bigger lathe than you.
Yeah.
If you were to make one, you'd make one my size. If I were to make one, it'd be a proper size.
No. I'm not having that, Andrew.
Yours don't work anyway.
Let's have a different gouge.
So
talk about kick a man when he's down, Andrew.
All you can do at the minute is turn bowls.
That's terrible.
Well, that's not actually true, because we talked about this last night.
Yeah.
Right.
And if he turns the tailstock up or gets the tailstock up far enough, he's still got 3 or 4 turns on that on
okay.
the quill, so it should still work.
Yeah. Yes, I see how it is now, Andrew. Yeah, I see how it is. See, Rob spotted it as well. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's turned into a mine's bigger than yours stream.
Well, sometimes when you've been kicked so much for being short, you just have to throw one back every now and again.
And get 2 step stools.
Yes. Oh yeah, I've got to. When I...
The thing now,
uh-oh.
the thing, honestly though, if Andrew was to do a baseball bat on his lathe, he'd have to walk 5 steps to get from one end to the other.
Shh, shh, shh.
Lucy Bundy Rose in.
Hey up,
Evening,
Lucy.
Lucy.
How about those potatoes? Potatoes.
And also Dan from True Grit Finishes is in as well. Evening, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Right, let's go for a wall thickness around about there.
Nice.
Nothing like being decisive. I like it.
I like it. I want that cut there.
I want that one.
I want
I
that
might
one
put some
too.
beads on the rim. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Go for it.
No, there's a bit I haven't taken out there. I'm pleased I did that. Right, the speed turned up again.
Mike says, Wayne's gone beating crazy.
I know he's
Yeah,
a
that's
beating
what
maniac.
happens, you see.
That's what happens.
He's a beating maniac, he is. Right, here we go. Here we go. One of them's in, Wayne. One of them is in. Happy Canada Day, Lewis. Good evening, mate.
Hey up, Lewis.
Hiya, Lewis.
The professor's in as well.
Hello, mate.
And Sneak says, did I hear beading to be done? Yes, you did.
Oh, yes.
There we go. It means I am bringing this wall thickness down just a bit so I can line that bead up.
You know you got to beat it up, and then you've got to slow it down. Oh, I'll take it you're too young for that, Andrew.
Okay. I have no idea what you've just said.
Oh, it was in the Eurovision, mate.
In the year of what?
Exactly, but not recently. We're talking in the 80s, mate. Don't worry.
Okay.
You were still in diapers. No, not the ones you wore last week.
Oh no.
Mike's asking. He wonders if beading would show through flocking. Don't be a flocking idiot.
I'll have to pass on that one, I'm afraid.
There's one from you for you, Huey, from Sneaks. His last comment. You can do it better than I can.
Yeah, but Sneaks does it as yeah. But I go,
No, but
yeah.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. Lucy's upset with Aldi.
Uh-oh.
She said
Why?
they let her down tonight. No Magnum style ice cream. She's got one unhappy little boy.
Oh
Andy,
dear.
pull your big boy pants up. Stop being unhappy just because you ain't got Magnum ice cream. What about the kids, Lucy?
Oh dear.
Lewis said, big day today. Grandson was baptised and he's been on the barbecue most of the day. Nice one, mate.
Well done, buddy. Ian Leach is in as well.
Hi,
Hello,
Ian. I thought he was in earlier on, tell you the truth.
He's just put evening on.
Oh, right, okay. Right, I'm going to use my smaller gouge just for this little area here.
Lucy said she's going to try Iceland in the morning. Mum's gone to Iceland.
Just take that down to there. So I've got somewhere to start this gouge.
She also says she's going to try Lidl. So there's going to be Lidl in Lidl.
There's going to be little in little.
Yeah.
There'll be little nothing in there. And Lewis said he's just got his feet up with a glass of
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon. Yeah, there we go.
He couldn't spell it, that's all it is. None of us can.
I was thinking, what's Cab Sav? Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Ian said he's been clearing out the garage today and he may actually get something made tomorrow, as he's now got space. Nice.
Do you want my address, Ian? You can come up here and do mine if you like.
Mark Babes has just joined us as well. Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
Mark.
Lucy said, Sugar couldn't reach into the container for potatoes tonight. Thought I was going to fall in.
Oh, bless you, Lucy. Bless you.
It'd be like something from that hidden camera show, Candid Camera, wouldn't it? Help! Help! And they look around and all they can see is the
feet.
The big spud stillage talking to them. Help! Sneak said it's nice to know how the other half lives. You're right.
Hello, Douglas.
Evening, Douglas. Mick's asking, is Wayne going to be the bottom of the bowl?
No, it's funny you should say that, Mick. It is. Because I was just thinking to myself there, should I put beads in the bottom of this?
It's a beading good night.
Lewis, have I missed the question? Have I? Let me go back, mate. Question for Wayne. Is the gold on that gouge an alloy coating?
Yes, it is titanium nitrate, I believe. And what tends to happen, seeing as how it's on the inside of the flute as well. So when you actually sharpen it, you still have the titanium nitrate coating on the sharpened bit, on the sharp edge, or on the cutting edge, I should say. And what it does, it makes the tool last up to 3 times longer than I think it's M4 high-speed steel.
It's similar to what they put on the drills, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, there's somebody at my door. Sorry, I'm gonna have to shoot a minute.
No bother.
Oh dear. Lucy said some kind gentleman helped her, and Fred asked, in or out of the bin, Lucy? He saw her reaching and just tipped her over the edge.
Now I will sand the bottom. There's a little bit of a hump there. I'm not happy with that.
Chisky's in. He said, hello from hot and steamy NC. I presume that's North Carolina. 90 degrees and humidity you can cut with a knife. Ouch. When Andrew says door, does he mean cat flap, says Mick Jews? I like that one. Good lad, Mick. What brand is it, please? That gouge.
It's the Sorby. It's the Sorby Excelsior.
Sorry about that. Amazon don't realise that you're live, Wayne.
Oh,
Cheek.
I know.
Oh.
I think I'm just going to have to give this edge a quick sand with let's see, where's my 240?
I bet it were quite a shock, weren't it, Andrew, when you opened the cat flap and come face to face with his foot?
Oh, just a little bit. But he had a big box, and it's got all my nice little bits of wood in there. So,
Hey ho.
Yep, that's better. That was Klingsport J-Flex, by the way.
Ooh,
Nice. Mick Jew said he picked up 2 gouges in the week. Ashley Oils and Sorby. Didn't need them, but at £10 each, it was hard to walk past. Exactly.
well, you can't
exactly.
walk past them.
Regular Pro Edge, Lewis. It's regular Pro Edge belts you use for that, Wayne, isn't it?
For what?
For that tool. The one that Lewis is on about, mate.
Oh, sorry. Where is he?
Are you on about the gouge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, you do it on a regular Pro Edge, just like any other gouge, Lewis.
Can't believe that shit. I went and answered the door. I still know what Lewis was on about.
It's just that you don't have to sharpen as often. That's the thing about those gouges. What am I doing? Right, am I putting beads in the bottom of this or not? What do you reckon?
If
Chat,
you are
on your buttons now, would you like to see beads in the bottom?
beads or no beads, go. 60 seconds.
And your 60 seconds starts now. Run around.
No
Connie
beads.
said yes. Connie said yes. Jennifer said beads.
Sneak says hell
beads.
yeah.
Hell yes. Douglas no. Lewis no. Andy the Valley no. Robert Klingspor says he wants to see sanding. Chisky said beads. Michael said yes. Colin Izzard said beads. Lewis said it don't need them. Mick Jew said we know he will anyway, so yes.
It looks like it's beads then.
Right.
Dances with Aardvarks. Mike said beads in the bottom. That's controversial. Mike, I know it's Saturday, but
Hey, yo, I was not going to read that one. I was not going to read that one.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Right then. Here we go. It sounded like the majority wanted beads.
Yes, I'm going to say I think most people seem to want the beads.
And even if they didn't, unlucky.
We're having them anyway. Clive said there's always space for a good beading. Mhm.
And
You
leave
gotta,
that one there.
you gotta keep your beady eyes on it though. Peter Kelly said for peeps who don't know how, yes.
You can actually get some interesting designs if you go off a little bit.
Yeah.
Old Man River
Oh,
Woodturner
Peter.
said,
No! Too late.
too late. Roy's the boys
Roy,
in.
hey up, Roy. Welcome to the madhouse.
Tell you the truth. Now, what I've done there, you'll not be able to see that very well. Let's change camera again. You'll be able to see it right at the end. But I've actually gone off on purpose. So I'm getting sort of a very small bead type thing within a bead there.
Right,
And I am going to have to sand that.
There you go, Rob. Tonight's episode is brought to you in association with Klingspor Abrasives UK.
There we go.
Doug's asking, Wayne, would it be okay for one of the guys to add the link to my live on Tuesday?
Hang on. Yes, but the one you've just sent is just for the StreamYard.
Yeah, we can. I can get it, Wayne. Don't worry.
Have you put it up on YouTube yet, Doug?
He has.
All right, that's fine then. Now, can I say after I can't remember if it was Thursdays or Tuesdays, but I believe what's going to be happening is Doug is going to be doing Tuesday evenings as a regular live slot.
Wayne, very quickly, Peter's asking, could we see the end of that tool, please? I presume he means the beading one, mate.
The beading tool, yeah. Now, what this is the Easy Wood mini mini rougher. So this usually has the square carbide tip on. And what the Easy Wood tools have done, they have brought out a set of overhead win. It'll be easier. They've brought out a set of 4 beading tools.
Yeah,
this
that's
is the
it.
smallest one.
Keep it like that, Wayne.
This is the smallest one. This is an 1/8 of an inch. They've got an 1/8, a quarter, 3/16 and 3/8 beading tools. Very easy to swap over. It's just a wee Allen key that comes with them. So I got these from Easy Wood during the week. I got these, and they're absolutely brilliant. And as you can see, I did a live. Did I use these on Wednesday? Can't remember now.
You did. You did.
You did.
Yeah, I used them on Wednesday on end grain, doing a vase, and I've used them tonight on side grain on a bowl, and they just work. Absolutely brilliant.
They do exactly what they say on the tin. Beading.
And they bead really well. And here's the link to Doug's live for Tuesday at 8 o'clock UK time.
Right. I'm not sure if Clive means this the way it's going to sound. He says, Lucy, get your hubby to bead you.
Do it for Yorkshire. I'm just doing a
to
side
Mike's
note on
point.
that one.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just doing a segue. You're welcome, Doug.
Turn the speed down. I'll turn that down a bit further. When I'm using Yorkshire Grid, I usually get down to 250 around about. For those of you who have lathes with Reeves drives, lowest speed you're probably going to get is around about 500. For those of you who have to change belt to change the speed. I can't remember. Some of those will only go down to 450 or something. If that's the lowest speed you've got, then
that'll do.
That'll do for
That'll
doing
do,
Yorkshire
donkey.
Grit. We'll start off slow. Use the piece of paper that you put the grit on with to start off with, and rub it in for a couple of minutes. And what happens, now Yorkshire Grit and other abrasive pastes are made up of mineral oil, rotten stone and beeswax. And what happens is it's the rotten stone that is the abrasive in it, and as you work it in, you turn the speed up, you got a clean piece of paper. As you work it in, the rotten stone breaks down and becomes finer and finer and finer. So I sand it to 240, and by the time I finish with the Yorkshire Grit, this will have the equivalent grit of around about 1,000 using the original. You can go to 2,000 if you use the microfine as well, but the whole point of using any sort of abrasive paste is that there's no dust produced when you get into the fine sanding part. It's not producing any dust at all. Any dust that is produced actually gets caught in the paper. So it's a lot healthier than actually sanding up to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and what you do is you keep on working it in. I'll get a clean piece of paper and show you. You keep on working it in until your piece of paper comes away clean, like it has there. Okay, so that's the grit done. And now you can put your finish on. And I'm using microcrystalline wax. It's one of my favourite finishes, unless I'm using lemon oil.
Melon oil!
Melon oil!
But it's going to be pointless using lemon oil tonight because Vicky's at a wedding.
Yeah.
She wouldn't see it anyway.
Oh, she'd still smell it.
Oh, she probably would.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the best way, I'll never do this in a live, but the best way of using microcrystalline wax is to put it on, give it a quick buff, very light buff, and then leave it for about 10 or 15 minutes till basically all the solvents evaporate. And once you've left it for 10 or 15 minutes, come back and give it another buff, and you'll get an exceptional shine on there. It's hard wearing wax. It tends not to show up finger and thumb prints, stuff like that. I'm just going to clean out any excess from the beads in the centre.
Just for the obviously for the purposes of this tonight, Wayne, you're just putting one coat on.
But yes, I'm just putting one coat on.
But if you were to put this in the shop, how many coats would you genuinely put on?
Right, if I was doing this for the shop, I probably wouldn't go straight in with microcrystalline wax. What I'd probably use is something like the Hampshire Sheen high gloss wax first.
Yeah.
Or chestnuts.
Wood wax 22 maybe?
Wood wax 22. I'd put wood wax 22 on as a base coat. Let that dry, give that a buff, and then I'll put a coat of microcrystalline on top of that to give it the high shine and durability.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't clean out the outer things, did I?
You're joking, man.
As well. There we go. Still getting stuff out of there.
Lucy's saying she seems to spend the entirety of her life nagging. Nobody ever listens to her. At which point Mick Jews went, "Did you say something, Lucy?"
Yeah. What was that, Lucy? We didn't catch that.
Anthony Green said, great tip, we'll try that. Is microcrystalline more shiny than Hampshire Sheen High Gloss? Asks Lewis.
Yes, it is. Because there's more carnauba wax in the microcrystalline wax, and it is actually Hampshire Sheen's microcrystalline wax that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Change camera.
Camera.
Andy says, I'll just switch off or turn it to my deaf side.
What you like? Right. Oh, hang on. Glasses.
Clean them.
Don't forget thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, ladies and gents.
And don't forget to leave a comment after the video saying how good
there
those
we are.
beading
Now,
cutters are.
I'm going to right. You see what I mean about where I've gone off a bit on purpose on those bottom beads, and it's sort of left an extra detail in there in the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's the beads. No tear out on the beads at all. No tear out on the outer rim beads either. And that's the beads in the bottom. And there's no tear out on those either. Awesome. So a nice little sycamore bowl.
Mark Ells just got back from playing musical vehicles to see the end of it. Ow.
Thanks for coming in, Mark.
Sorry,
right, let's
Mark.
bring the guys back in. There they are. Where's my chat gone?
Over there.
Oh, it's only 2.
It's there, look, Rob.
Yeah, you were super quick tonight.
Even quicker tomorrow night. Right, tomorrow night's premiere, for those of you that are in and those of you that watch, I cocked up when I did the first part of the video, in that instead of pressing the overhead camera, I pressed the side camera, and I actually had the tailstock in the way. But what it is, it's just roughing out a wet bowl so it can be twice turned. I've done it in real time. All the filming was done in real time, and it's only just over 10 minutes long. Tomorrow night.
Dewey's got a question for you, Wayne. He said, how do you sharpen the beading tool?
Realistically, you don't. But what you can do... Now, the thing is, remember, with these beading tools, you're not using them like a gouge, okay? You're using them to put a few beads on here and there. But what you can do is use a diamond card. I'll probably not have a diamond card to hand. No, I don't. Use a diamond card because these are beveled on the top. They've actually got a bevel on the bottom. The hole has been drilled down through, or machined, since how this is carbide, has been machined at an angle, and there's a bevel on the top, which means these are negative rake. The negative rake cutters, these are. But what you can do is just use a diamond card just on the top bevel there, across there, just to give a little bit of sharpness back. There won't be factory setting. No. But they will do. They will give them a little bit more, but they should last ages because you're not using them all the time.
Well,
they will last a long while.
They do last a long while. I mean, I got these when they first come out. I got them on pre-order from Axminster, and I've been using them, and I've turned. Oh God, I would say 2 dozen worth of bowls with them. And some of them, I gave one to Sneaks. It was all the way around. It looked like a honey pot. You know, I've hammered these tools, and they are still sharp today.
Clive said he likes the beading on that piece, Wayne.
Cheers, Clive.
You know what he's saying. Oh, yeah. Rob's saying, when Wayne does a premiere, he seems to turn faster. How is that?
Time lapse.
No, wait. It's no pressure. There's nobody watching.
Yeah.
He's the Jedi.
He is the Jedi.
There's no pressure when I do a live. I just switch off and do some turning. It's you guys that do all the talking.
And
Right,
thank
any
you, Rob.
questions? Any questions?
The magic of the editing suite, Rob.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob. I like AGK.
They are carbide, Bob.
Yeah, carbide. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the other thing with them is, I don't know if you note. Look, shavings in the bloody bead.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but when I was actually going in and making the beads, I was just going straight in. With my high-speed steel beading tools, whenever you do beads with them, you actually go from side to side to get as you're moving in to get the bead formed. There's no need to do that with the Easy Wood beading tools. We've got another few minutes if anybody wants to ask any questions.
It's a hobbit life for him. It's a hobbit life for him.
And for those of you who missed Battle of the Makers last night, you missed a great show.
Oh, it was good.
Ting,
It was
wank.
tooth and nail.
Right, Lewis, yes, they've got 1/8, a quarter, 3/16, and 3/8.
You know, all them strange sizes, you know, the old English size things, you know, them. No metrics like we use.
If you, who was that, Mark? If you're talking about the outer edges are actually straight.
Mm-hmm.
The inside cutter, as you can see there, the inside cutter, that's totally round.
Lucy said we were on top form.
Yeah, and Laurie's saying it was a great battle last night. Yeah, it was. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Old Man River, stop with the metrics.
Right. Anthony Green said he's got a high-speed steel beading tool, and he gets tear out if he uses the full circumference of the base. What are you doing wrong? You're probably not doing anything wrong, to tell you the truth. Things to remember about beading tools. Number one, it really needs to be a nice hard wood and a tight grained wood to do the beads on. If you've got something that's open grain, you're probably going to get tear out. The other thing is to make sure your speed is high. You'll get a better cut with the speed being high. Try and get the tool rest so your tool is horizontal and right on center point of the piece you're turning. Otherwise, again, you're not going to get a proper cut.
Wayne, so Rob has just asked, so when are we going to get another Shug Live? It's a little bit tricky at the moment, Rob, because I'm not even putting many videos out solely because I just don't have the time. We've got care issues, etc., but we will get there. And Lucy says, Rob, has Shug ever done a live?
Well,
if you don't know,
Lucy, when we are talking about Shug's lives, we're not talking about making stuff. No. We are talking about a bunch of guys. It's a bit like a podcast. We're talking about a bunch of guys getting totally off their face.
Yes,
having a chat. Yeah, having a chat.
Having a chat.
Douglas has asked, what bull gouge would I recommend? I'd recommend Robert Sorby, the Excelsior. Either the Robert Sorby Excelsior or the who does the cryo? Is that Hamlet? No, it's not Hamlet.
No, it's
Crown.
Crown.
Yeah, either the Robert Sorby Excelsior with the coating on, or the Crown cryo. What Crown have done with their high-speed steel is that they put it through a freezing process, which tends to line up the molecules of the steel better. So again, it makes them hard wearing. and you can get those from Simon Hope from Hope Woodturning. He actually sells the crown gouges, and you can buy them unhandled as well, and you can buy them if I've got one to hand.
Those are the ones weighing out there that the double tipped at the ends.
Yeah, you can get them double ended. So I've got basically one grind on one end, and I've got a different grind on the other end.
So, don't Axminster do a cryo range as well?
I'm not very sure.
I think they might.
If they do, it's,
Don't quote me on that one. Yeah, so Rob's saying, oh, by the way, I'm going to be a guest earworm in November. Oh, yeah. Doug Miller said Thompson gouges a cryo.
yes. Now, the thing about Doug Thompson gouges is I don't think there's a distributor for them in the UK. Doug Thompson has messed about with different high-speed steels and different processes, and I have never heard a bad thing said about Doug Thompson gouges. It's just that we can't get them over here. So who you guessed earworming for, Rob?
Lucy's asking if it's a Friday night, so who's it going to be on a Friday night? Who's booking up for November? Would it be Steve K?
Would that be Steve?
All right. Oh well, if he's
That's
guest earworm, it probably will be Steve then. But just remember, Rob, I'm the #1 advertiser. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're joking,
right,
man.
Douglas, if you're going for the Robert Sorby Excelsior, I'd go for the 3/8. That is the one I use daily. Okay. There we go. I think we've given out loads of information tonight.
Loads and loads.
It's been a good one. Absolute good one.
With plenty of beading. Oh, yeah.
Lots of beading.
Snakes would say.
Lewis has said he's learned something about high-speed steel. It doesn't like bird's eye maple. Now, I haven't turned any bird's eye maple for a hell of a lot of years, but I don't remember having a problem.
Douglas is asking, metric size?
it's Douglas, believe me, it's a 3/8 bull gouge. That's what size it is. It's a 3/8 bull gouge. And if you want to know the difference,
it'll be around 10 mil.
If you want to know the difference between how we measure bull gouges and how the states measure bull gouges, we measure the bull gouge as the measurement across the flute. So this is 3/8 across the flute. So that's why we call it the 3/8 bull gouge. In the States, they measure across the diameter of the bar. So in the States, this would be a 1/2-inch bull gouge. Okay, but this is, believe me, Douglas, it's a 3/8 bull gouge, and that's how it'll be sold. If you go to the likes of Turner's Retreat or anywhere like that, because that's going to be the main place that sells them, it'll be a 3/8 bull gouge.
Clive's asking, do you like the beading tool overall?
I think it's brilliant, Clive. Absolutely brilliant.
I think he loves it. He ain't left it alone for the last 2 seconds. Honest to God. Straight
like a new toy.
He's loving it.
Yeah, Rob said, top tip, as you get better tools, up your abrasives to ceramic rather than the
aluminium oxide.
Rather than the aluminium oxide, use ceramic and you'll get a much better result.
And you won't be taking so much off either in one respect. I've had the bird's eye actually take
I'm trying to think now.
Where can you get those belts from, though?
Where
can you get them from? Mark Beckett. Mark the Gentleman Turner.
Slow pitch. We got it.
What was I going to say there? 3/8. What's that? 3/8. That's 9 mil.
Mark L said, "We don't want to see any My Precious memes with those beading tools, Wayne." That sounds to me exactly like Mark L saying, "We need some memes with HEK and beading tools."
There's only one Precious, and that's my number one follower.
Right, Sneaks is asking here. To be honest, as a non-turner, I love seeing beading on wood. Can you bead resin? Now,
Yep.
Yes.
when you're turning, you can. If you're turning resin, you can. These are absolutely brilliant for resin. Absolutely brilliant. For the type of work that you do, Sneaks, I would probably look at some type of router plane. Would I be right there, Shug?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
some
wouldn't
type of
go
router
for
plane
etc.
to try and build beads on flat resin.
He's probably on about turning anyway in general, to be fair. But
yeah, I mean, carbides are brilliant on resins. If anybody's turning resins, these work exceptionally well.
Yeah, they do.
oh yeah. Just in case, Claude, I haven't got any beading tools for Easy Wood yet, but that could be changed. Here it goes.
Right,
Yes,
Dewey's asking, what do you think of the diamond belt for the Pro Edge? I think it's very expensive. Does it work? Yes, it works brilliantly. It really does, but I think it's very expensive.
Lewis, they are negative rake anyway. Those cutters, Wayne.
Yeah,
aren't they?
these.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, these beading tools are negative rake. I've checked out how they've been profiled, and they are definitely negative rake.
Definitely, Mark. They would definitely do that a heck of a lot better. Top tip number
And
2.
Rob saying, top tip, never buy Trizac Pro Edge. All right, okay. Any particular reason, Rob?
Douglas is saying you guys are a font of information and wonderful
Cheers,
for help.
Douglas.
No,
Now,
Cheers, Douglas.
the only time, okay, you can buy Trizac belts for Pro Edge, but I'm sure Sorby recommend those for the likes of sharpening knives.
What possibly?
Because they're a higher grit anyway. Okay, Rob, no bother.
Makes sense. Cheers,
Right,
Claude.
we've had nearly 20 minutes of Q&A there. I hope we've answered everything that you've asked, and I think it's about time I went in the house and had a drink. So I'm going to press the button.
Would that be a flavoured coffee, Wayne?
No, not flavoured coffee. I'm having wine-flavoured wine.
Wine-flavoured wine.
Oh, that sounds good. I like it.
And it will be red.
And it
I
will
might
be
have
red.
a spiced rum, flavoured spiced rum.
There you go. Right, the button has been